So Klim sent these peripherals for review, and since we are done reviewing the mouse, which is you can check the video at the top right side corner of your screen, we are now going to take a look at the 60% wireless hot-swappable mechanical keyboard, and this is called the Klim Shift. As per usual guys, we'll check its physical overview, features, do a typing sound, and latency test. We'll tell you everything you need to know coming up. Hey, what's up guys, this is Mech, and we do a lot of tech related videos like this one. If this is your first time, consider subscribing. With that said, let's begin. So what do we get inside the box? Obviously the keyboard itself, a USB-A to USB-C cable around 5 feet, keycap and key switch puller, 2 extra Jixian brown switches, a set of white ABS OEM keycaps, and some documentations. Now let's check out some physical overview. So this is the full layout, and it seems that it falls in the 60% category. I won't explain the details, but just to give you an idea, here is a top view capture. The keyboard shell is made out of a very sturdy plastic with matte black finish, and it seems like it is a fingerprint magnet as you can see. It has a 2-level keyboard riser with each having a magnetic lock. It has a total of 8 rubber feet to keep it in place, 2 over here and 1 for each keyboard riser level. We also have a single button toggle switch for the different modes, aka the Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz dongle, and the wired mode. At the back of the keyboard is where you can see the on and off toggle switch, female USB-C connection, and the magnetic compartment for the 2.4 GHz dongle. It has a removable frame with little magnetic pieces attached to it to keep the frame intact with the keyboard. The magnet is very strong. As you can see, I'm holding the keyboard from its frame and it's not coming off even though the keyboard itself is very heavy. If you're curious about its weight, well, you can check this out. Perhaps one of the reasons that's why this is heavy because of its plate. It's made out of metal to keep the PCB safe from bending during typing. Good job Klim for making the plate white color so that the RGB illumination will look even more beautiful. The keycaps are ABS standard OEM with sweat-proof coating and actually looks nice and clean. This applies for the default keycaps installed with the keyboard and the keycap set included in the box. The key switch are called Jixian brown switch with 3-pin connection, and it seems like it's already pre-lubed, and the stabilizers are too as well. The PCB is north facing with 5-pin switch ready, so if your switches are such, then this is for you. I guess that's all that there is. Now let's check out some features. So this keyboard can be used as wired or wireless with the 2.4 GHz dongle or Bluetooth 5.0. The Bluetooth can connect to up to 3 different devices and can easily switch device by pressing the function key Q, W, or E. This keyboard can also be used in Windows or Mac operating system. It is hot swappable, meaning you can replace the key switch if it's not working or customize it in your own preference. It has an RGB features and all keys are programmable in its own software, which we will have an overview of the software in a bit. But you can also change it on the fly using these key functions. It has a 2000 mAh 3.7 volts battery that can last up to 10 hours straight with full RGB on and only needs 4 hours to fully charge the battery. We're not going to more details, but if you want to know more, just check this out and pause the video. Now let's check out the software. To be honest, this is too simple and can be a double-edged sword depending on who's using it. We can add and remove profile here, and we can actually rename them accordingly. The lighting tab is where you can change the individual key colors or just simply use several lighting effects here. And depending on the RGB effect, there are several options available. At the key setting tab is where you can change the function of each key, and you can use it for keystroke, multimedia, or macros if you have one. You can also click this keyboard looking button for more options or just reset it if ever you made a mistake. And lastly, this is the macro tab where you can record your macros accordingly. I guess that's all that there is. Now let's do some typing sound tests. Now let's check out some latency tests.
staying with the bump. I'm staying with the bump.
Now let's move into the conclusion, and let me begin with the things that needed improvement, and the first one will be the software. The software driver only works in wired mode. It doesn't work in 2.4 GHz dongle and in Bluetooth. Maybe it's understandable if it doesn't work in Bluetooth, but even in 2.4 GHz dongle, it doesn't make any sense having a driver in the first place. Another is the mode switch. It's written in the manual that you must always turn the keyboard on in any mode to make it work, and you just have to switch the mode accordingly. But during my test, it seems like it's still working even when I turn the keyboard off in wired mode. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, why do we have the switch for the wired mode for? Other than this two, everything else is wonderful. Now let's talk about the things I love about the keyboard. Having 3 different modes, wired, wireless via 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth is awesome, and seems like the delay is not really that much. I didn't experience any disconnection of some sort, and the connection is very stable in both 2.4 GHz dongle and Bluetooth. Though there's an obvious delay using the Bluetooth, so I don't recommend it for gaming. Using the 2.4 GHz is fine for casual gaming, but not for competitive one. So I suggest use the wired connection for competitive gaming. So this keyboard can be used with Windows or Mac OS, which is nice, and the easy on-the-fly function switch is not difficult to remember since each keycap has their own distinctive function. I also like the 2-level keyboard riser, the USB-C connection, and the magnetic 2.4 GHz dongle compartment, so you won't easily lose this dongle over here. I love the power saving mode that it will basically turn itself off if not being used to save battery. I love the whole set keycap replacement. The 2 extra switch are also appreciated, not to mention the reasonable layout by default, metal plate protection for the PCB, and also the extra accessories included in the box. And all of these things for only $30. So if you'll ask me if I'll recommend this, well, that is a yes. Especially right now, you can grab one of these for only $30. I highly recommend this for its good build, function, and what you get in the box for its price. It's a bit expensive in their website for some reason, so I suggest visit the link in the description to get a big discount. If you think this keyboard is not for you, you should just watch the other hot-swappable mechanical keyboard reviews we have on your screen. So that's it guys, thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.